Hi, everybody. It's me, your friend, the Hooner. And look who's joining me. Look at that.
Hi.
It's
Good
like
morning.
It's like it's 4:30 in the morning all over again. Celeste
What? I
and
thought
me.
it was like 5 p.m. Oh, wait. It's only 9:52.
So, in case you don't know, we hit the air every morning at 4:30, and we bring you hours and hours worth of news all morning long. And right now, because we can go live on Facebook, we're going live on Facebook here on my page. And we're actually going to share this on the big Fox 10 Phoenix page. When I get the thumbs up, I'm looking over at Brent. And we're going to put, I said we. I was about to say, we're going to put my glasses on.
Well, here, let me put them on.
Okay, so
and then technically it's
right.
a we.
So, we want to know if you think, shall we just sit sort of comfortably?
Let's do it.
Is this a good look right here? Sort of Celeste and me right here at the desk? Yeah. So we want to know if you guys think that we're on the verge of any big political upsets today. Hey, Brent, have you shared yet? Okay.
Or did anybody vote yet?
Yeah, tell us if you voted. I mean, we just want to talk politics with you. Like, what's your number one issue? Something along those lines. Do you think, is there a possibility of an upset, say, in the Senate race? John McCain locked in a battle with Kelly Ward. What about in the... Boy, that lighting is super...
It's super strong.
John McCain, of course, in that race. Then you've got Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Here's Teresa saying good morning.
You know what I didn't realize about I did a series of stories on the race for sheriff.
Yes.
Okay, you have Dan Sabin, who former Buckeye police chief, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then you also have Wayne Butler. Is it Butler? Wayne he said he used to work for the sheriff's office for from 92 to 2014. He just retired in 2014. And then Marsha Ann Hill, who's the woman who's running, she also worked for the sheriff's office. So there's several people who are all running.
And that's all on the Republican side?
That's all on the Republican side.
Isn't that interesting? Because Dan Sabin's the one getting all the talk, but there are all these other candidates.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Here's Al, who says, they're a bunch of liars. Here's Cider Cole, who says, vote McCain out. Here's Michael, who says, if the press has anything to do with it, there will be.
Today is doomsday.
That's good.
Joseph, don't be such a Debbie Downer.
I have a feeling we're going to survive it. But, you guys, so we're going to be doing these live Facebooks a lot more often where we get a chance to kind of interact with you. And so we're out here. We're actually live. I think right now Troy and Andrea are discussing what we're doing here on our Facebook page. But, so let's see what's happening here. Here's Todd, who says McCain is a Republican in name only. It's that rhino thing right there.
Yep, exactly.
Take a look. So, yeah, people are...
Watch out. At that. Miranda, Noah.
Yeah, that's right. Correct. We're having fun. Okay, let's see. What's Mary saying there?
Okay, Mary says, no more political calls. Oh, my goodness.
Tell
me about it.
Really? Are you getting the robocalls?
We've been ignoring the calls at home, like during dinner. You know, those calls that come at dinner time?
Okay.
It's like we're trying to have dinner with the family.
Yes, I know. You know why they do that? I've often wondered, why do they have to call at that time of day?
Because they know you're home.
I think a big part of it, to be honest with you, is, 5 o'clock, they know it's the dinner hour. 6 o'clock. When do you say you get them?
I get them anywhere between 6:30 and 8:30.
Oh.
And you know us, we go to bed early.
You know what you need to do? Disconnect your phone, Celeste.
Oh, yeah. I still have an old school landline.
Yeah. It's sort of eliminated the political calls. I unplugged. Maybe, I bet it's been over a year now. I don't even miss it.
Really?
You'll be fine with just cell phones.
Oh.
I just think no more robocalls.
But then our kids won't be calling us anymore either. I love that morning call from my kids. Good morning, Mama.
Okay, so here's Narvez, who says good morning, and Larry says hi, Celeste.
Mary says last call was at 8:59 last night. The guy said I was his last call. Is that crazy?
Oh, Mary, I feel for you. I mean, at least we now learn that they have rules, apparently self-imposed, that they won't call you after 9 o'clock.
Listen to Michael. He says, no, I answer and start messing with them. Hi, Mike Pena.
Oh, that's good.
Good morning. Howdy, Mike.
I answer and start messing with them. I have to admit, there's been once or twice that I Pretend I can only speak Ukrainian.
I actually feel bad, so I do answer the phone because I had a telemarketing job in college for like a few months.
Oh, did you?
So I feel their pain.
Right.
You're just trying to make a buck, right? Trying
Correct.
to pay your college education.
Okay, but you can make a buck whether they have fun with you or whether they say, okay, fine, I'll go vote for your person, right? I mean, the pay is the same.
Yeah, my sister thinks I'm too nice to telemarketers.
Oh, is that right?
Because I'll say, oh, hi, how are you?
Right.
She's like, no, just
I
you're
totally
not
buy that. I
interested.
totally could believe that about Celeste. I almost feel like by the end of the conversation, the person on the phone is like, I'll buy something from Celeste.
Yeah.
Because you're so nice, right?
Too bad I'm not selling something.
Yeah. You're like, son, tell me, how did you get in this line of work?
Are you trying to pay college education? What's going on? Hey,
Okay.
Larry, are you a couple? Well, on,
We're a work
on
couple.
TV.
We're a work couple. That's as far as it goes. Larry
Ron,
says...
I was going to let Ron answer that question.
Larry says, looking beautiful, Celeste. No argument
Larry.
from me, I know.
Look at this
Well,
guy.
lucky
This guy goes kiss her.
Hey, we're trying to keep this political talk.
And clean.
And
Family
clean.
friendly, people.
All right. Here, let me just scroll up so we can get the latest. This is the cool thing about Facebook Live.
Okay.
Tensia says, I just tell them, take my number off your call list. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. Todd says, I always used to tell the caller to hold on, put the phone down. This is fantastic. I love that our live chat has turned into ways to take on the man. The
Ron wanted to talk
telemarketing
about
man.
political races.
Yeah. This is
You guys
good, though.
took it somewhere else, and
This
I love
is
it.
great. Okay. I mean, so I said there have been a couple of times I sort of pretend like I don't understand the language they're using, which is English. But I like this idea. Hey, hold on. And then you just go about your business. That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful.
Use national do not call list. We're on that. Whoa,
Yeah.
The lighting is harsh.
Okay, here's Michelle and Juan Gonzalez Aguilar, who says, when do we get the results in tonight? Michelle and Juan, they are super regulars of mine. They're on every day. I love chatting with
Oh,
them.
Michelle and Juan.
And so,
We're going live with results. I think at 8:00
yeah.
here.
And I will say, they do a better job now. It used to be a running joke in the newsroom that about 9 o'clock, when you're on the air with the 9 p.m. news, and when they should be getting the results, that was always the time, generally, that you could count on the computer breaking down.
Right.
Just like clockwork. Like they'd never done it before. But they're doing a better job with that now.
Yes.
And you start to see the results. I think a big part of it is because of early voting. So they start processing the early voting stuff, and once the polls close, they can get those early voting results in pretty quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah. So that's a really good question. Here's what I would do is I would stay with News Now, which is our streaming news channel. If you have the app, you get to it right through the app. I love it. I get little alerts right on my phone.
I do too.
It'll say, like, tomorrow night for the Donald Trump speech about to start. If there's weather that's happening that we're following, it'll give you some of that kind of information. And Judy's watching from Baytown, Texas.
Well, listen to Jason. Never voted today. Today could be the day.
Uh-oh.
Never voted.
Yeah, but Mr. Douglas D. Simmons, is your Wi-Fi okay? It's been acting up a little bit today.
It has.
I'll
This
level with you about that.
This morning it was like going in and out on my Facebook live feed.
Hector says, call Rick and tell him come back every once in a while.
Oh.
Sell him on why he should come back. Oh, look at Rachel, all the way from Sheffield, Pennsylvania.
We had a couple of folks from this morning from all over Miami, Indiana, Pennsylvania.
I would kind of like to know where Sheffield is. When we are done, I'm going to go look up Sheffield. That's for sure.
So listen to this. Kathy says, thanks for sharing this. She says they've been processing the early ballots all week. You can watch them on webcam.
Ooh, Kathy's right there at the registrar's office.
Kathy,
right?
are you working? Are you working for the county, Kathy?
Yeah. Maybe she's just a smart voter.
If you are, you got good benefits.
Working for the county.
Working for the man.
Good dental. Let's start with the good dental.
Good. 3 cleanings a year.
Okay. We're jealous because maybe we don't have the number one dental plan in America here.
We have a pretty good one, though.
Do we? Okay. Anyway. Oh, okay. Now Amanda's talking about Celeste being so pretty.
Oh,
Kathy says,
Amanda.
nope, just smart.
Thank you.
And here's Robert watching from Harlingen, Texas.
You are smart, Kathy.
Kim says you guys are so entertaining. We do have the ability to crack ourselves up.
Especially since we've been up since 2.
That's correct. Right now, everything's funny. Okay, Tammy says, I think you should take the morning show on the road, different towns across AZ.
Oh, yeah, kind of like, well, our zip trips.
Yeah.
Those run zip codes all around.
You know what's actually really cool about that? A couple of years ago, they came to me. Now, keep in mind, I've been on the air here in Phoenix since Syleste was...
Oh, I don't know. How long?
1982.
Oh, then I was 3.
Okay. You do the math. And I've been just about everywhere in the state, and so... Mary, our executive producer, who's listening in, she's just steps away in her cubicle.
She just gave us the eye.
She just said, wait a minute, where are you going with this, Huna? She comes to me and says, hey, we're thinking about doing a segment on places you've always wanted to go to in Arizona but have never been. And I said, but I've pretty much been everywhere. Well, so we're just playing off your idea here. So we did all of us on the morning show did various locations we hadn't been to yet. And I went to Alpine.
Oh, yeah. Remember that live shot?
Do you remember it?
Yeah, inside the hotel or the big lodge?
Yes. Yeah. And then we were outside, and it was so great. Oh, I just loved it to pieces. Anyway, I had never been to Alpine, and it's right up there. I mean, Alpine's kind of on the road to nowhere. Really?
Well, you're on your way to New Mexico.
Correct. In other words...
That's not nowhere. We did not mean it that way.
That's right. I don't want to get in trouble with my New Mexico friends.
We love Albuquerque.
Oh, we love Las Cruces.
That's
Roswell.
Really pretty. Yeah. I stopped in Las Cruces on the way to El Paso one time.
Grants, Gallup. Gallup, New Mexico.
Look at Ron.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tina. Tina says, wow, you look great for your age, Ron.
Thank you, Tina.
Isn't that sweet?
Maybe it's these bright lights that make it look like I'm one of the visitors to Roswell, if you know what I mean. So anyway, all right, we're about to wrap up because here's what they say. It's important to try to be on for at least 10 minutes, but you don't want it to drag on.
We don't want to no.
Right. I mean, you don't want to go.
Fresh. Want to keep it fresh.
You don't want it to be like a half-hour sitcom.
No. Maybe like 20 minutes, but not a half hour.
Yeah. So we're going to get ready to ring off, but...
You guys should do this daily, says Jessica.
Oh, really?
Taco Tuesday, Paul. Where are you going for tacos?
Okay.
Quality over quantity. Yes, there will be quality.
Loved Corey's car wash this morning, right.
Consider you've been up since 2 a.m. Do you stay sane?
How do you stay sane?
Oh, how do you stay sane?
We're just on the edge.
We get real sappy by the end of the day.
Okay, Deming, New Mexico. That's right. Actually, can I just say one of the most beautiful drives that no one knows about is right on the Arizona-New Mexico border.
Oh, that's
here's what I did.
Good lighting, Ron.
Okay, I went to Lordsburg, New Mexico. Then I looped off the highway, went into Silver City, New Mexico, which is a really interesting place. People talk about Bisbee and Jerome and those kind. It's this old mining town, Silver City. Cool. And then you wind up a little bit further, and you come across some of the most beautiful, rugged mountains out there. I forget what they're called, like the Dragoons, or no, it's not that. But anyway, eventually you end up in Duncan, Arizona, and that road from Silver City, New Mexico, to Duncan, Arizona, is, if you get nothing else out of our live chit chat today, take that as a weekend trip sometime.
To Duncan.
Well, yeah, go beyond Duncan all the way to Silver City, and you'll see what I'm talking about with that land out there. Again, it's sort of in the middle of nowhere.
Ron knows the state.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
There's so many places that are so beautiful in our state. Yeah. It's really crazy. Yeah. Okay, so let's read a couple more.
We're going to catch up live to you guys before we say our goodbyes.
Jesus, find me on Facebook. I need a new system. Is that Jesus or Jesus? I'm down with both.
Okay.
Mark.
Have you ever been to Summerton, Arizona? Yeah. Well, no.
Summerton?
It's sort of down by Welton, correct? In that Welton Mohawk Valley, I think. Or no, maybe it's more down by San Luis. I have been to San Luis.
Vacaville.
Hey, look at this. Vacaville.
Vacaville?
I think it's...
Where's Vacaville?
Yeah, Richard, I think it's Vacaville.
I was thinking it was like Vacaville, like you're on vacay.
Would that not be the ultimate town to live in? Welcome to Vacation America.
Vacaville.
Vacaville. I think it's Vacaville. And with that, we're signing off. Bye, everybody. Okay, we'll hang out with you maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Thanks for the likes. See you guys around.